Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sisman and it's been 187 days since my last haircut. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I haven't been around. It's been a bit quiet on my channel for a little while. I'm still super busy. I'm filming. I've filmed so much in the last week, I haven't had a chance to edit. Actually doing stuff for my other channel as well, some car content. So I am busy. I have been making the video I released last night, the super yacht security video. That took me quite a while and I was working on that most of the week. So if you haven't seen that one, check it out. A quick mention of that actually, before I actually started without putting the timer on. So let's put 5 minutes on the timer. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link up here and you can check it out. Now, I will beware, there's an advert in it. I have a sponsored, and I did the first video in 266 videos that I've posted over 5 years. That was the first one that had an advert in it. And apparently that's one too many for some people, and some people were literally outraged by it. One person even saying that I was dead to him, even though I don't know him. But yeah, some of the comments got quite personal. Some of the people got blocked. But the thing is, you know, we're all trying to make a living, right? So, you know, I don't take Patreon. I don't generally do adverts on my channel because they're usually not relevant to the content. So I turn down adverts every week. I have people asking me to review video games, to review clothing, but they want me to actually do a review like in the middle of a video. So I might be talking about Dilbar and then they want me to break off and start talking about a new computer game for your iPhone or something. But I said, well, that's not relevant to my channel, so I'm not going to do that. The video last night, I mentioned a couple of weeks ago after the crash of Yacht Go, and I said I was going to do a video about cybersecurity. And NordVPN contacted me and said, we want to sponsor that video. And I thought, well, this is perfect. An advert based on the content of a video. This is what I set myself that rule when I started the channel, that I wasn't going to put adverts in that were not relevant to the subject. So this is the first one that's actually met up with the subject. But apparently some people think that if your advert matches your content, it means you just made the advert, you just made the content so you can put an advert in it, even though all of the data in that video is relevant and it's interesting as well. You can fast forward through the advert and you can still watch the video, and you don't have to, you know, you don't have to watch that bit. I watch a channel called, well, I won't say the name of it, but let's say they drive exotic cars daily, let's say, and they put adverts in the middle of their videos every time, and they're like these video game adverts, and it's, you know, it's annoying. I know it is, and I just fast forward, and you can still enjoy the video. So check it out if you haven't seen it already. Anyway, back to maritime, and this is not actually yachting, but it's related. Well, sort of indirectly related anyway. There's a giant container ship got stuck in the Suez Canal a few days ago. It's still there now. Before I came on camera, I checked online and the vessel is still there. It's called the Ever Given. It's a container ship. It's 400 meters long. And what happened is, apparently, it got blown off course in the canal and it crashed into the side of the canal. And the bulbous bow is now embedded into the side of the canal. So they've got diggers there trying to dig it out, and it's amazing. The digger looks like a toy next to this container ship. But one of the problems is that it's right out in the middle of nowhere. There's no roads and stuff like that, so it's really hard to get equipment there. And because it was right across the canal, and it backed up traffic in each direction, and you should see the mess. Like on marine traffic, if I scroll down on marine traffic, you see all these vessels stacked up, and there must be like 50 vessels there. Now, those circles indicate that they're not moving, so they're all waiting for the canal to reopen. So that's, yeah, that's pretty bad. And apparently they're talking about possibly taking some of the containers off the vessel to free it, right? So you take the weight off, it rises up, and then it's refloated, and then it can leave. But there's 20,000 containers on that vessel, and they'd have to bring down mobile stuff. And if you've ever seen, there's some documentaries on YouTube about how they load these things, and for the balance of the vessel, they have to put them in exact places. So they'd have to take them off in that system. It would be super tricky. So yeah, it's been there for about 4 days now. So if you're on one of those vessels, by the way, waiting, you get in touch, let me know. Yeah, and the other story, I know that's not a yachting story, but it's indirectly related because it's blocking a massive avenue for getting in and out of getting into Europe. And that canal actually, 12% of all trade goes through that canal. So you think about that, all of your shoes and tuna and toothpaste and what have you is all going through that, not all of it, but 12% of it is going through there. So yeah, that's pretty, 12% of the world's trade goes through the canal. So that is going to cause some delays. And the last story is about a yacht, a 30-meter super yacht, or 30-meter yacht called La Dolce Vita, Beautiful Life. Not so beautiful right now because caught fire in Florida, off the Florida Keys, a place called Marquesas, Florida Keys. And it's a fiberglass hull vessel, caught fire, believed to be a generator catching fire, and the vessel burnt to the ground. And it's leaked out 4,500 gallons of diesel fuel. Well, they're not sure how much of it's leaked out, but the vessel is now partially sunk, and they've put an oil boom around it, and they're trying to make sure it doesn't leak out. So I think the oil is still contained in the tanks on the hull of the vessel, but it was a complete mess. So hopefully they will clear that up. Nobody was hurt. There was 6 crew on board, I believe, and they all escaped in the lifeboat or in one of the smaller boats, the tenders. And apparently, yeah, they said that they think it was a starboard generator that caught fire. So that is a bit of a nightmare for those guys. So if you're on that vessel also, hit me up and we'll have a talk about it. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap up here. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the content. Let me know what you think of the adverts. If you know, I can understand if you're against it, but let me know what you think. I know that everybody was not upset, but there's always a loud minority, isn't there? Anyway, guys, look out. Next week, I'm going to be doing the Andromeda video, with the GA, with the plans. And I'm also going to be doing the part 2 of the security video, which is going to focus more on the ex-military sort of close security and all that kind of physical stuff. So if you haven't seen the first one, check it out. And also check out my other channel. I'll put a video on there about my 981 Boxster. And if I'm selling it or not, which is a very coded message for what might be happening to my Boxster. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'm sure I blew through the time again, but you know, c'est la vie, right? Okay, guys, thanks a lot, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.